Hello everybody, GB4576 here. Today, we have our new episode of Death Battle of Aang versus the Traveler. Avatar: The Last Airbender versus Genshin Impact. I don't know what this is all about. Trying to catch up. But yeah, I am a very big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. In fact, I even have this Momo plushie right here with me. Okay, that's caught up. But this is all frozen now. What's up with that? Hold on. I'm gonna refresh. Oh, okay, here we go. We're here. Okay. Back up a bit. Huh? Okay. Right here. Get X out of the chat. Yep. I am a very big fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I have not played anything Genshin Impact at all.
Aang the Avatar versus Aether the Traveler.
But yeah.
Which journeyman will come out on top in this elemental battle?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our
I'm rooting for Aang in case you can't tell.
Skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Got a rocky start.
Water,
Earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived in harmony.
United by a master of the
I
elements.
have to say it every time they say it.
This Avatar reincarnated as
Yoshi.
different people for
It's Roku.
centuries, all with their own
Hey, Korra.
struggles. And man, was that true for our boy Aang.
Not at first, of course, thanks to his master and guardian, Yatso.
As a cheeky little air
Gyatso.
nomad,
He's
Aang
good.
traveled the world causing shenanigans, all while learning to control the winds with airbending.
Based on the real-life martial art Bagua Zhang, airbending is the most spiritual of the four bending styles, focusing on evading and diverting attacks through circular motions. With even the smallest movement, Aang can create tornadoes, run like the wind, and block hypersonic explosions.
Okay, I got
Perfect
hypersonic.
style for a twinkle toe.
Let's see. Avatar Aang, 112, biologically 12, Force 6, Air Nomad, Southern Air Temple, co-founder United Republic of Nations, master of penguin sledding, and koi surfing. So yeah. I actually watched the new Avatar Aang movie that came out literally yesterday. I mean, technically, this episode is already outdated before it's even out.
Goofball like Aang. He even invented his own technique, the air scooter. How does he
I'm not gonna
fall
say
off
any
that thing?
spoilers in it though,
Lighter
so
stuff for flight, and the sky was the limit. But you know how it goes.
everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Their conquest spread, war was inevitable, and Aang was the only one who could save the world.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with all that, and being forcibly separated from Gyatso. He was just a kid, so he froze up. Like, literally, he accidentally froze himself and his adorable Sky Bison Appa for 100 years.
Yeah, I want
Until
my
he was
own
awakened
Appa.
by the Water Tribe siblings Katara and Sokka.
That was one of my
Time
main
wasn't kind
takeaways
to
from
Aang's
this show.
people. With no avatar to keep balance, the Airbenders, Aang's entire culture, were wiped out by the Fire Nation.
Yep.
Oh, that's rough, buddy. But Aang took the wake-up call to heart.
As the Avatar, it's Aang's duty to understand the world's people, learning their cultures, their sadness, joy, and humanity.
And what better way to do that than learning how they kick ass?
From the Northern
I mean, there's
Water
probably
Tribe
better
and his
ways,
twin
but
crush,
yeah.
Aang learned waterbending. Themed
Yep.
around fluid Tai Chi movements, this style controls liquid in all forms to freeze.
So, little fun fact about my history with this franchise. My first time ever hearing of Avatar in general was that one M. Night Shyamalan thing that people don't like. But even back then, I was all like, when I was in a pool, I had that childhood experience of, I'm a waterbender. Even with that, I got that childhood experience with that. Definitely not the best way to have a first impression of the series, but I eventually watched the actual cartoon
Create water
and
whips
Korra.
and even cut through steel.
Learning earthbending was way
Let's see, I got airbending, the air scooter, mobility, tornadoes, earthbending, the armor, rock, seismic sense, tunneling, water, ice, octopus form, water spouts, water whip, firebending, dancing dragon form, heat control, fire stream, lightning redirection, and the energy bending.
tougher. But Aang's friend Toph taught him to stop
Hey,
being a
Toph.
wimpy pushover. Now he can armor himself in stone, move the terrain of entire cities, and fight blind with a sonar-style seismic sense.
Earthbending is themed around the steady stances of Hung Kuen Kung Fu, waiting for the right moment to strike head on.
There was a lot to learn, but even
That
with the world
that
at
scene was
stake and
awesome.
this moody hothead on his
Hey,
tail,
Zuko.
Aang had fun doing it. Who could forget the adventures penguin sledding, going through the bending bayous, and living in Ba Sing Se, the city where no wars ever happened.
I'd like to point out she never actually said there is no war in Ba Sing Se. She never actually said it.
Yet across
The internet
his journey,
gaslit all
one
of you.
power eluded Aang, the Avatar state, an enhanced mode of being that came to him in moments of peril.
Sure, if Aang dies in it, the Avatar cycle ends permanently, but who cares when it gives you enough power to wipe out a whole Navy fleet?
Come on, Boomstick.
Jocelyn!
The Avatar state is more than just a power amp.
Jocelyn, how long have you been standing there?
I've been here the whole time. I lurk where all Avatar talk is. Through the cosmic power of the Avatars before him and the ancient spirit Rava, Aang gains the knowledge and experience of all previous Avatars, greatly
Avatar cycle dates back approximately 10,000 years.
expanding his bending options.
So I guess that
Lava
means he has the
bending from
experience.
Avatar Roku, sonic shouts from Avatar Yang Chen, and even more are theoretically available to him through their memories.
Oh, I get it. You can't just grind your way to controlling the Avatar state.
Right. If Aang wanted to stop Fire Lord Ozai, he needed something else.
He needed onion banana juice.
Yeah, technically, I suppose. Gross.
Specifically, Aang sought the guidance of Guru Patik. Mastering his power meant clearing his chakras, emptying his mind of earthly attachments. Seems simple, but this also meant rejecting his feelings for Katara, the person
he wouldn't want to
most.
do
When
that.
he had to choose between the world or the girl, Aang followed his heart and it
Backfired.
Didn't end well.
Yeah.
He got better.
Yeah,
Aang
he's
was
fine.
determined to understand the world's people, even the enemy Fire Nation. Something he accomplished thanks to the redeemed Prince Zuko, the Sun Warriors,
And these two honking dragons! Aang was scared of firebending, but it's totally awesome!
Yep.
It's not just about burning and blowing shit up. Okay, well it is, but there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
formed from the explosive movements of Shaolin Kung Fu.
Here's the
firebending
firebending
controls
to break
all
down.
manner of heat. And through the teachings of fire and water, he can redirect lightning bending, a burst of atmospheric discharge shot at over 200,000 miles per hour.
Okay.
Iroh, the best uncle ever, used his techniques to redirect natural lightning. So, you know it's the real deal. Not crazy enough? At his peak, Aang surpassed benders who could throw buildings, melt stone, and hold up this gigantic library solo. Whooping Ozai's butt should be no problem, right?
Not
No.
exactly. You see, the air nomads were pacifists who believed in the value of life above all. Being the last airbender, Aang didn't think his people were truly gone unless he went back on their teachings.
Yep.
Meaning, he really didn't want to kill Ozai.
So,
Yep.
what, he's just a coward now?
No,
Mr. Fire
he's
Lord
really
is about
not.
to burn down the entire Earth Kingdom.
Not at all. Are you even listening? Aang was simply at odds with what he wanted and what the world expected, so he needed to make a choice.
Right. In his greatest challenge yet, Aang discovered his true self, making his spirit unbendable and finally mastering the Avatar state.
Making him as strong as avatars who could cause hurricanes, tsunamis, and volcanic eruptions.
Or in Avatar Kyoshi's
Okay.
case, a new island. As in, she
Are we
broke
gonna
off nearly
calculate
30
this?
square miles of a peninsula to form a new landmass. But to defeat Ozai,
Oh, we're not
Aang
that
needed
count.
one final
Okay.
element, something few avatars had bent before: energy bending.
Not the easiest thing to do, but Aang totally overwhelmed Ozai, severing the tyrant's connection to fire and stopping his invasion, all while keeping his no-kill run intact. The ultimate FU to this warlord's ideology.
Hell
Now
Oh, yeah.
that the Fire Nation had cooled off,
Cooled off. Okay. Youngest airbending master wiped out the fleet, caught an explosion with airbending, redirected lightning, lifted columns weighing thousands of tons, defeated Ozai, Azula, Zuko, Lian, and Yakon.
Aang led a new era of peace with the United Republic of Nations, a place where all people could prosper and where a new generation and a new avatar would take the reins.
He even got hitched with Katara. Take that, Zutara shippers!
I will end you.
For all his doubts,
Oh,
Aang
no,
fulfilled the
Jocelyn's a
Avatar's
Zutara
destiny
shipper.
and then some.
No.
And he did it in a way that was true to who he was.
Because before being the Avatar, or even an airbender, the greatest thing he could ever be was himself. All in a day's work for a free, fun-loving kid.
Okay, I'm a bit disappointed they didn't really go over anything from the comics, but whatever. That's fine. I didn't read those anyway.
The battle is coming up thanks to this episode's sponsor, DraftKings Casino.
Okay, the irony of them using Genshin Impact and getting sponsored by DraftKings is not lost on me.
New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Spins, Eastern,
Astra.
Here we go. Okay, let's learn about Genshin Impact now.
Barbecue sauce.
Ad Astra Abyssos. Welcome to Tevat, a mysterious land governed by godly archons that drew the eye.
Now,
of
I know
someone
nothing
beyond the
about
stars.
this.
Ether.
AKA the Traveler, who escaped his dying world with his sister.
Ether, age thousands. Viator, I don't know what that means. Beverly Adventurers Guild. Affiliated with all these, okay, sure.
Lumine, in search of the flowers that bloomed on their lost home, only to crash land, awaken to an apocalypse, and get cubed by this jerk.
Separated from his sister, Ether awoke, again, in a new, less apocalyptic age, and fished up his own pathetic pet pixie, Paimon.
Yeah, she makes for good emergency food. With his
Okay,
new guide,
sure.
Traveler to the windy country of Mondstadt to find his link to the past, but got a Breath of the Wild glider instead.
And his first element,
okay.
Animo, letting him make air slashes, tornadoes, and of course,
Windblade!
So
But
he's
guess
also
what?
an airbender.
Traveler wasn't the
Okay.
only one with a power like this. Tevat was full of blessed people wielding these relic things called visions.
vision bearers can imbue their weapons and bodies with elemental power, summon items, and use a special, well, vision to perceive the elements around them.
Normally, they're limited to a single.
Let's see. Elemental resonation. Animo, Geo, Electro, Dendro, Hydro, Pyro. They like their O's. Phlogiston and Kuvakti. Abyssal Purification, Elemental Reactions, Elemental Sight, Item Summoning, Night Soul's Blessing, Teleportation, Saurian Indwelding, Spirit Breath Thorn, Xenochromatic Abilities. Okay.
Element, but Traveler is just built different. Through Paimon's
Sure.
guidance, he began
Yeah.
collecting
He
elements
controls
from
all the
mysterious
elements
statues
again.
across Tevat. No vision relic needed for him.
Each nation had a new culture, a new element, a new crisis.
And new character banners. When asked to play a sleuth for a murder case in Liyue, Traveler wasn't interested. A corpse couldn't tell him where his sis was, but he was roped in anyway and got the Geo ability to form rock constructs and eruptions of Earth.
When Ether ventured to Inazuma, he didn't care about its war with the Vision Bearers and their Archon either, until he saw the suffering caused by its tyrannical rule, and joined the resistance with electro abilities, fighting the powers that be using electric buzzsaws, thunder blades, and lightning.
He even learned to dodge lightning. Other electro users
Okay,
like
so
my wife
he's at
Lisa
dodging
could conjure
lightning.
storms. No shock when my adopted daughter Klee made explosions that raised mountains. Traveler met all kinds of people like this. You know the type. Twinks.
Yeah,
hey, Ringmaster.
Tevat has its own laws, Boomstick. Many twinks being one of them. Maybe 2 or 3 of them, actually.
Ringmaster.
Shut up, Wiz. This guy's been playing Genshin since launch.
I know everything there is to know about the Genshin meta.
A
Ether can
McDonald's
mix elements
hat.
for different reactions. Basically, big elemental combinations. Geo crystallizes materials into special barriers.
I'm glad we're getting
Electro mixed
Jocelyn
with
and
water
Ringmaster
stuns
back.
foes.
I saw dummies in
Animals
the
spread
credits,
elements around
so he'll
in
be back as
swirls
well.
of destruction. Boom!
Like how I combine beer and gunpowder.
Exactly,
Yeah, sure.
Boomstick. Using Dendro, Traveler can form plant
Okay, I
life
think
that
this
when
is
mixed
new
with
stuff
water
here.
And lightning makes homing beams. Yeah, run from that. With enough clever thinking and artifact farming, you can combine
Mm-hmm.
anything in Genshin.
Okay, we get it. Go lose another 50-50, you whale.
I'll show you a whale. Drop one on your lap next time you're not looking.
In Sumeru, Traveler later met
Okay.
Scaramouche, an edgy catboy with multiple elements at his fingertips, all in a time loop that got repeated 168 times.
Speaking of
Wow,
time,
okay.
Ether had control of more than just his own future. Tevat's fate fundamentally changed in ways small and grand, all through his unending willpower.
Because the Traveler was a descender, someone unbound by the
Okay.
land's destiny. Even this big tree that records all of the world's events had no idea he existed.
Like when
Oh,
he helped
okay,
defy
sure.
the judgment of a biblical flood in Fontaine, where he mastered Hydro for his best Cuphead impression with water bullets.
Heck, a
Cuphead.
dinosaur chose not to blow up
I
the
like
world
Cuphead.
just because Paimon and Traveler befriended it. If that wasn't cool enough, Traveler can, unrelated, turn into a dinosaur. Hell yeah!
Okay.
Yo, look
Better
at
see
it.
this in the
Wonder if
fight.
I could get a dinosaur on my Genshin team.
Through these legally distinct Pokemon, Ether can fly, dig through the earth, or
Well, Ether typically requires a Saurian or Spirit Sconance to indwell. Indwell, probably. He could become a Saurian without either in the Arkan Quest World Hopes Light. Okay.
Charge foes like a Jurassic bull. He traveled across the land, searching far and wide, and finally stopped swinging that one-star dull blade.
Instead, picking up the prototype Rancor, which he wields like a beast thanks to the Swordmaster Skirk, and several straight
See, swords, all those swords, I'm pretty sure these are all pretty good. Artifact sets, yeah, I don't know what these are. The Wing Glider, Cool Your Jet Stucky, that's the name of a cool spell. And foods, potions, oils, and gadgets. Okay. So he can heal himself mid-fight, okay.
Still, Traveler Sist kept eluding him, choosing to hang in the shadows with these Gluminati folk.
A group from Conria, the nation cursed by the gods for messing with the Abyss. Unbeknownst to Aether, his sister had already traveled to Vat in a journey that mirrored his own.
And at the end, she found... Well, we don't really know. Not yet, at least. But whatever it is,
yeah, game's still ongoing.
The creepy villains. Lot twist!
Eventually, Aether reached the nation of Natlan to fight in its never-ending war with the Abyss. He gained the Pyro element, learning to launch fireballs and explosions combined of flame with lightning.
He didn't just dabble in fancy pyrotechnics. By connecting with the people there, Traveler achieved Night Soul's Blessing, a power of state fueled by primordial element juice, strong enough to make a blade of fire hundreds of feet long. Hell yeah, that's strong enough to take down the heart of the Abyss, which is on the level of 5-star waifus like Mawika and the Raiden Shogun.
An Archon who, in ages past, sliced Yashiori Island in two.
That's cool, but how about when this Venti guy threw a whole-ass mountain? According to Paimon, Traveler can level a mountain himself.
Additionally,
this claim was directly compared to the strength of the Geo-Dragon Sovereign Azdaha, who Aether helped defeat.
Aether learned how to use light energy to form a Kuvaki shield, something he used to protect the people of Nonpry by blocking a cannon blast with enough energy to obliterate a town.
This was no ordinary cannon either. It also uses Kuvaki energy, so that's a beam of light.
Oh, got light speed
Aether
stuff,
had come
okay.
to genuinely care for Tevat's people. Maybe one day he will reunite with his sister, but for now, he's fighting for a whole new world.
He's not gonna reunite with his sister. I'm pretty sure this game makes too much money for them to not ever have it end.
His new home.
Ooh, you need a higher adventure rank for that.
Don't you worry, gang. I dumped all my savings into Primo Gems for this. We can't miss when those ice guys trying to kill the Traveler inevitably warm up to him.
Okay, sure.
Still got it.
Oh, so that's why you're broke as shit.
To Aether, the journey has meaning.
Yeah, Ringmaster's broke because he plays it all on Genshin.
The songs of its people, they are all part of it.
That's
Even
awesome.
If he's against the Abyss itself, a new dawn is somewhere just beyond the stars, and a field of flowers Lumine too loved.
That's cool. Yeah, Aang is fucked.
The battle's about to start, and if you like death battle music, some of your favorite battle tracks are coming to a collectible vinyl
Oh yeah,
album.
they announced this on the podcast this week.
Created by our awesome composers Brandon Yates and Darewolf Media.
Yep.
Like Death and Bloom from Ruby vs. Maka.
Oh yeah, this is an ad for them. Okay. Death and Bloom, Requiem, Game Over.
Or Requiem for a Thief from Joker vs. Giorno. Your place.
Pre-order, copy so you don't.
That's
GG,
cool.
the home of our set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a
Death Battle! Aang, it has been nice knowing you, buddy. Your movie came out. It was pretty good. Now to watch your funeral. Oh, we're just getting into this. Okay. Momo down here. Hey, turn to the animal. That's nice. Also, this is the only guy I'm gonna be pausing during this fight, but so I'm sorry, but that voice just does not fit Aang for me. Like, that's supposed to be like his model from Fortnite. And I'm sorry, the voice just sounds like a woman. Like, it just straight up does. Doesn't sound like a 12-year-old boy. I'm sorry. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, gives him nice hand-to-hand-ish. Ooh, okay. Find each other in the darkness. Or steam. Oh, uh-oh. Look out, Aang.
What's going on?
There's Paimon.
Aang goes treasure hunting for 2 minutes. Now everything is going kaboom.
Hey, Appa. This is definitely a really good fight, though. I like the song. That's good.
Cool glider. Can it do this?
Well, it can if you do that. Got a good hit, Aang. I froze it. That's cool.
Come on, traveler. Get up. Never, ever, ever stop moving forward.
Oh,
Remember.
here's his power up. Okay.
No one fights alone.
But you're fighting alone right now. Well, I guess Aether technically powered up first. Okay. Here's the Avatar state.
For those who came before, and those who will follow. I am Avatar Aang, the last Airbender.
Here we go, recreate the Ozai shot.
Take this!
Uh-oh. Okay, here it comes.
Heights and shallows. Through infinite dusks and dawns!
Yep, there it was. Fuck.
Way to go, traveler. But does this mean no treasure?
Yeah, we all saw that
But
coming.
dailies are done. What a miss.
This was an interesting pairing, so let's break this down by power, experience, speed, and elements.
Traveler, 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 Aang. Calling it
First
there.
up, power. Aang and Traveler could both change the terrain of entire cities, and we're way stronger than characters that can break mountains. But at their peak, they're both tearing up islands.
Aang's avatar state made him on par with Kyoshi, who created and moved the island of
Kyoshi.
Similarly, Night Soul's blessing let Aether contend with Archon-level foes like the Raiden Shogun, who split Yashiori Island in two.
With an
Kazuya blocked the Musho no Taichi with 2 elements. Aether has more elements. Nishal's blessing and some restrictions lifted by that person. He also survived replication of the Miso no Hitachi used by Dotore, whose power has been compared to the Archon.
attack that even Vision Bearers weaker than Traveler can block. So he's definitely on that level.
Kyoshi Island is over 6 miles wide and long. Kyoshi moved the island 17 miles offshore in 2 seconds, so we have everything we need to calculate the amount of kinetic energy this would require.
Even generally scaling Aang of the Moon Spirit, Aether scales of Varkra, who aid in pulling down the Frost Moon.
Turns out it's basically the same as cutting through Yashiori Island, about 3,000 gigatons of TNT. So their power is
Oh, that was a
up.
tie.
Which means comparing
Really?
their experience
Okay.
is crucial.
Aether's mastered more elements than Aang, but the Avatar state gave Aang centuries of knowledge.
With the memories and abilities of past avatars, Aang's kit was so extensive in a way Aether had no real answer for.
Not to mention, Aang's training was more focused.
Most of Aether's thousands of years spent in stasis, with Avatar State getting to 10,000 years of relevant combat
Traveler's
knowledge.
skilled, sure, but his training was mostly just a means to finding his sister, while Aang's journey was all about mastering elements to combat other elements.
Experience narrowly goes to Aang.
To
However,
be honest, I'm actually kind of surprised Aang didn't try to, like, take his bending away.
another important factor to consider is speed.
In terms of mobility, both could roughly match the other. If Traveler was immobilized with earthbending, he could just dig his way out as a dinosaur.
And Aang's airbending and glider meant he could easily counter Ether if he took flight.
But in terms of raw reaction speed, Traveler had it in the bag.
Yeah.
Aang bending away lightning is crazy
Lightning
fast,
versus
but
a light
Traveler
beam.
can dodge lightning much earlier in his journey, and now he can block that light-speed Kuvaki laser.
While lightning can move over 200,000 miles per hour, a beam of light can move 186,000 miles per second.
Yep,
Over
light.
3,000 times faster than
Yeah,
Aang. Traveler
yeah.
takes speed by a landslide.
So this all came down to the elements. Who could turn the forces of nature against the other?
At first, I actually thought this was Aang's dub.
Ether's elemental control is remarkable, but most of his attacks are projectiles, spires, and very specific implements that Aang has bent away in the past. Ether has never shown the precision or creative flexibility that we've seen with Aang's bending.
But throw in the combos of elemental reactions, and the script flips. Traveler could mix not just his elements, but also Aang's in ways that Aang could not.
Okay.
Bending was Aang's greatest strength, but also, against Traveler, a weakness.
Because Aang usually had one or more elements around him, it gave Ether an easy access point through these combinations. When Aang used fire, Ether could use lightning to catch him in an overload. If Aang used water, Traveler's electrocharge could paralyze him, and so on.
This isn't just a gameplay thing. Genshin characters like the lovely Lisa canonically say this is how the elements work.
And unlike Aang, Ether has fought multiple people who can use multiple elements. The longer the fight went on, the more Ether would trip Aang up with these combinations, some of which Aang could not bend.
Yeah.
Aang could redirect lightning, sure, but what about electro buzzsaws, or an electrified tornado, or dendroblasts of pure plant energy?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Kavaki
we all
shield
know.
especially gave Ether a strong defense to fall back on. Since it was made of pure light, Aang had no way to remove it outside of brute force.
By comparison, Aang's wind barrier wouldn't block Traveler's elements. It would actually merge with them and create more combos that would target Aang himself. Not a great situation to be in.
Various characters in Genshin infuse elements to their wind creation, such as Lan Yang combining elements with a wind
Since
shield.
Ether's powers came from external earthly sources, like those statues, Aang could not depower him with energy
Okay,
bending,
yeah.
even if he theoretically overcame Ether's willpower.
Willpower that is strong enough to alter the fate of the entire world. Sorry, Aang, but elements
Yeah,
goes to
yeah.
the Traveler.
We all saw this
Cinching his
coming.
victory.
I am surprised that this is a tie, since I've seen universal arguments for Traveler.
Either way you cut it, he was in his element.
The winner is the
Okay.
Traveler, Ether.
Okay,
Hey, dummy.
I'm ready for my cameo. Oh.
Poor dummy.
Next time on
What's
Death
next?
Battle.
Oh, Ninjago? Brick by Real Brick. Oh, Kai!
Subscribe and join as a member
Toa
to see
Tahu.
more Death Battle.
Oh, shit.
Thanks for watching.
Got Ninjago. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. So, Ninjago's finally coming to Death Battle. And not any matchup that I have ever heard of involving this franchise. But that's cool. I loved Ninjago as a kid. Haven't not watched it since Garmadon became good. Because frankly, I thought it ended after that. But you know, I'm always trying to learn new things about characters I like. I don't know what a Tao Tahu is. I know of Bionicle, but I don't really know anything about it. But yeah, this fight was definitely good. I'm sorry if I was just less enthusiastic. I just went in knowing that my goat Aang was gonna die to someone I don't care about. Just another Ash versus Yugi situation. But with that being said, not gonna let that take away from all the hard work they clearly put into this. So yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching. Check out another video of mine, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!